Is it weird to call for the murder of a celebrity on a radio, like a live show? It probably is. It's probably
It would
illegal.
be unprecedented.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could be a pioneer.
Yeah. All right.
Like Davy Boone.
I'll give $100 to the first person that successfully murders. Welcome back to Radio Respawn, all you motherfuckers. March 27, 2012. Mr. Target with my esteemed panel of guests. Not many people get my Wolfman reference.
Oh,
you
cut
guys
back on the cigarettes there, dude.
Oh, yeah. Hey, so welcome aboard, you guys. God, that just shreds my throat every time I do that.
Have some water. You got some right there.
It's like eating Captain Crunch, just like razor blades down the throat.
So refreshing. Let's introduce our guests. Hutch, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Hutch, and I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I gotta walk off the Wolfman Jack imitation though. Yeah, go ahead, you guys.
All right, I'm Jay Moonies. I'm a junior manager of operations at Machinima Respawn. You guys know me.
Yeah, we do.
Fuck you, son.
Fuck you, Moon.
How about you?
I'm Justigard. I'm the director of gaming programming here at Machinima.
Yeah, you're our connection. You're like our what's his name, Ari in Entourage, sort of. It's like you're like the agent. And you're like, hey, you want to get to know you want to meet Ubisoft? I can make that happen for you.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Never seen an episode of Entourage in my life, but
All right.
sure.
Well, luckily we're not talking
Yeah,
about
I've seen
Entourage
one. So
in this episode. However, Facino, we are going to talk about something near and dear to your heart.
Oh yeah.
Mass Effect. Mass Effect. I think this is like the biggest bit of gaming news to me.
Yeah.
In the last week, and that is Bioware folding to fan pressure as far as the ending of Mass Effect.
I don't know
now,
that
here's
I'd
the
say
thing:
folding.
before you even start, no spoilers.
Fair enough.
Hutch and I have not played it yet.
Fair enough.
We intend to. All right, so let's talk about Bioware wanting to change the. Well, they probably don't want to, but switching up the ending of Mass Effect 3. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I don't think it needs to be changed. The ending. So I guess I should jump out and say that I actually reviewed the game for Machinima, and I thought the ending was fine. It has its weaknesses, and there are arguments to be made against that. But everyone who's like whining and bitching and complaining about how the ending of Mass Effect 3 sucks and it needs to be changed, need to just take it down a couple notches. I think one of the things that's happened in sort of the backlash and why BioWare needed to address its fans and why so many people thought it was shit and stuff like that. Once sort of the initial negative reactions came out, it sort of created this culture of negativity when people went and played the game, and when they went and beat it, they were looking for things to hate about the game and about the ending, and so you got in this slippery slope snowball that everyone was just looking for things to hate about Mass Effect 3's ending, when in reality, and this is reflected across everyone who played the game early, myself, all the other people who reviewed it, that they found the ending was fine. No, there's not one review that I can find that came out in that first week that said the ending sucks and it needs to be changed. It wasn't until people went in looking for this is going to be shitty. I can't wait to bitch about it after I play it.
All right, Moon, are you have you played through it? Are you going to play through it?
I actually beat it probably last Tuesday, now that I think about it. Okay. I personally this is going to come off as really weird because we work at Machinima. We're going to come off as the company guys, and how much did they pay us to say this on Respawn Radio or Radio Respawn? Sorry.
Yeah, a lot. We get paid a lot to say stuff. Dairy Queen.
But honestly,
so
it's really, the whole issue is it's baffling to me because it kind of shows how much power a bunch of bitches on the forums have nowadays, and an artist can't express the ending they want or tell the story they want without having a bunch of people online complain about it, and now you're suddenly forced to change it up. Although, I read the articles, and it's still a little vague as to what they're going to do, and I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they folded by any means. They did not, they didn't come out and say, hey, we're going to change the ending. They said, hey,
all right, yeah. So hold on, before we
feedback.
go, I have a question. Is the ending being hated on because it doesn't, is it like a lost ending? Or is it being hated on for reasons similar to like Mass Effect 2 got bagged on a little bit. It was like giant space robot fight.
Little of both. I would
Okay,
think a
all
little.
right.
There's a little bit of both happening. Look, I'm not saying the ending is perfect and that it was a great ending. There are some problems, like I said, but it's not enough to make the 59 hours that you played before you got to that ending invalidated.
Yeah.
The game is goddamn amazing.
There's also something I kind of want to bring. I mean, obviously we don't want to talk about the ending, but like, have you ever played Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
You've had the ending you've seen the ending to that.
Yes.
Do you hate that ending?
Nope.
There should be no problem. It's basically
Sweet.
what that breaks down to.
Well, it's like what you were saying a second ago. From what I read from their press releases, they didn't come out and say we're going to change the ending
Right.
of this game. All they said is we appreciate your feedback. We're looking at it carefully. There's going to be DLC, and we could potentially address your frustrations with the downloadable content. At no point did I ever read them. At no point did I ever hear them say we're gonna change this game. And yet I saw a bunch of people on Twitter. And I haven't played the game. I don't even know what the ending is. But I saw a bunch of people on Twitter saying, oh, man, they caved. They should have backed their product 100%. But I don't know how they're caving at this point if they're just sort of cryptically alluding to what they could potentially do.
You bring up a great point, because cryptically alluding to is a great way to put it, because there's so much about the ending that's left, I think, intentionally vague in terms of the story and different things that happen. And I think what they were going for was a large reaction. Maybe not this negative. Maybe they're going for something a little more like constructive. But I think that they intentionally made the ending the way they did to get people talking. And if you're just judging it by that, it has certainly worked.
It's definitely a shame that we can't talk about the actual ending as well, because I know, Justin, you had some like really good theories on what the last scenes meant.
Well, yeah, not me personally, but the internet as a whole has come up with some really interesting discussions about what the ending means, and like there's a lot of small evidence about certain things in the plot of Mass Effect that I find real compelling.
Looks so goddamn incredible.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical. I thought Ridley Scott maybe had, he's 170 years old now. I thought maybe he'd lost it, but
Partially petrified.
no. Yeah.
Can you guys explain this one to me? Because Borf was saying that, okay, I'm aware that it started originally as an Alien prequel, right?
Correct.
And they're using the same set pieces that they did in the previous Alien films. Is there any tie-in between the universe of Prometheus and Alien?
I think the answer to that is yes, and then you may know more about this than I do, but I think the answer is yes, but they've sort of backtracked on the direct prequel talk, and now it's supposedly in the same universe but not directly related to Alien, which after watching that trailer I think is complete bullshit, by the way.
It may not involve the actual aliens, but I imagine like right at the probably like post credits is where you'll see something of that implication. But like if you look through like a lot of the fast cuts near the end of the trailer, you'll notice like a lot of the sets that were used in the extended version of Alien were actually put in there. You had like the spaceship design, the actual alien sitting on the chair, which
Space jockey.
The space is that what you
That's
call
what
it?
he's called, yeah.
Okay. But like, you saw it in Alien and like
Who
the space
calls him that, by the way? Where did he get that name? Is that just a fan name, or is that an official name?
Ridley
not
Scott.
a thing,
Ridley
is it?
Scott. Ridley Scott referred to him as the space jockey, who's the big alien whose chest is wide open in Alien, like that they find in the ship.
But yeah,
There's
the
a-
ship layout's exactly the same too. It's ridiculous.
I'm into it.
Yes.
It looks prequel enough for me.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how you can say it's not going to be a prequel when the title screen from the trailer shows like a mural of the xenomorph with like below the word Prometheus. I mean,
That's the Alien.
yes.
Thanks. Thanks for clarifying that.
I agree though. I'm with Hutch. Space Jockey's a fucking stupid name.
I didn't say it was a stupid name.
Okay. All right.
So
Then I
you're
guess
not
I'm on
Double
my
take
own.
worthy, really.
I hadn't heard about this, although I fucking should have, because I wish Michael Bay was my father. I'm sure, actually, I'm related to him somehow, because I find everything he does to be awesome.
Yeah.
Which is.
Has he
God,
done a
did I
good
just say
remake
that? I
yet?
just said that on air, didn't I?
Yep.
Fuck. Can we rewind?
If you were his son, I would call child services to come and take you away and
Yeah?
give you a better parent.
I gotta be honest though, I'm a diehard Michael Bay fan, but in recent years he has crapped on even my dreams with some of his movies. Yeah. And they look so good. It's like pouring candy into your face. But it's like, well, there's the Transformer that is so detailed that it crushed the graphics computers at Industrial Light and Magic has a pair of wrecking balls as nuts, and that's the scene. And you're like, fuck, God Damn it.
Well, in Ninja Turtles, isn't he making them aliens? Like, isn't that like the
Yeah,
whole
that's
that's
thing?
the rumor,
article,
yeah.
right?
And he's telling everyone to chill out, fans.
Yeah,
I mean-
and here it says Peter Baird, one of the original creators, back when it was like really
Like the
thick,
comic book,
thick
yeah.
drawn, cartoons.
And they all had the same color bandanas and everything.
Yeah, he's getting on board with it. He's like, hey man, guys, relax. But he's probably sitting in a living room made of $100 bills,
Right.
saying like, everyone needs to just relax. It's gonna be great.
I mean, it's kind of weird that people are kind of outraged by the notion of like them being well, I'm guessing they're outraged because the idea is just ridiculous, right?
It's ridiculous because
But
the name of the thing is
it's Teenage Mutant
Ninja Turtles, not Teenage
Like,
Alien
who-
Ninjas.
Who the fuck would watch something like that nowadays if they weren't born in the 80s or 90s?
Guys, you just gotta
80s.
dial it back a little bit. All right,
Well,
this is a family show.
Just need
Michael
to
Bay
chill out.
telling the fans to chillax kind of it ties in with what we were talking about Mass Effect. How much input should the audience have over the final product? If you want to call Mass Effect 3 art, which I think everyone at the table would agree is.
Sure.
I mean,
but you
in
know,
all honesty, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles audience is like they're dying of old age at this point. Like they don't have to try that hard to preserve to it because they've they don't have to. Sorry, Sark's giving me this crazy look right now.
Topic. Oh God, woman throws powder at Kim Kardashian. That's not a game, but
That's
it
my
should be.
favorite
Not
game.
That's
I
pretty
love
good
that
I'd
game.
say.
The explanation for that is priceless, by the way.
How
the,
did
the woman said, "Well, you know, she just looks like a bitch." So
Yeah, I like that she shouted "fur hag."
Fur hag.
Throws like a,
That sounds like an
what a
enemy from
weird
World of
statement.
Warcraft.
Yeah. Is
I
it
can't
bad?
I
Is
can't
it-
believe someone hates a celebrity that much that they would chuck powder at. That's just insane to me. What goes through someone's head when they're the decision-making process? I would like to see an inside the mind of the powder thrower.
I'll tell you what, that person who throws the powder at Kim Kardashian, that reaction to do that is the same exact type of person who Twitter spams Casey Hudson from Bioware about how he needs to change the Mass Effect 3 ending.
or
They're completely
reports them to the FTC.
or reports them to the FTC. The exact same type of person. They may be complaining about two different things, but that reaction and that like I need to do something is very similar. Comes from the same spot.
Moon, I know you're a huge fan. What about you guys? What's your sitch?
I don't even know what that is, really.
I'm indifferent to the controversy. I want to see it.
Yeah, you saw the trailer. You're like, cool.
Yeah, I'm in.
So Hunger Games. Moon, do you want to take care of my light work for me? Tell Christina what
Pretty much, the Hunger Games. The premise is that there are these. It's a post-apocalyptic setting where 12 kind of communal districts are forced to send in a boy and a girl between the ages of 12 and 16, I think it was.
Let's make it the short version, Moon.
Bunch of kids have to kill each other on an island.
There we go. That sounds good, right? Christina?
I guess. I mean, I see the trailers and there's like some 14-year-old girl in it, and I can't remember the last time I watched a movie starring a 14-year-old girl that like I enjoyed.
Yeah.
See, I don't quite understand the sentiment because.
You like 14-year-old
Well,
girls?
no. The idea that just because a movie stars a young person doesn't like, why does that mean it can't be compelling? Because
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying from watching the trailers, it looks completely something that I would not go see or spend money on.
I mean, that's
It's
fine.
a blatant ripoff of The Condemned, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm calling
It
right
gets
now.
worse. It gets worse. There's a
It's
big
bullshit.
controversy right now, yeah, about it actually ripping off the underground hit Battle Royale, the Japanese.
No,
the
that was a
Japanese
great
film.
movie.
Was
Yeah,
that a
you're
great,
familiar
did you
with
really
Battle
think
Royale?
that was a great movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
What
then
was
you're gonna like Hunger Games because it's a full ripoff.
I don't like
of
ripoffs.
Battle
I'm not a
Royale.
big fan of ripoffs. I like when people do their own original stuff.
Yeah, me either.
So explain to
turning
me.
red,
Go ahead and explain to me because I had this argument with freaking Ricky of Machinima. He was in your last episode, I think, with Rishi who does partnering, with Tracy who does partnering, with like everybody in the cubicle office about this idea. What makes the Hunger Games a ripoff of Battle Royale?
Kids killing each other on television. Last one alive wins.
The
everything.
entire concept is basically what Sark is saying, I think.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that happens, but do you know why it happens in either case?
In Battle Royale, no.
And that makes it a ripoff.
Good talk.
QED.
Hey, listen, I mean,
No, I mean, here's the thing. The theme, the whole idea of kids having to murder each other. I mean, this has been presented before. Running Man, if I'm not mistaken, is of the similar idea. Whoever lives gets to go home is the thing. But the
And The
circumstances.
Condemned, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin.
and that's just the start.
But the circumstances by which these events occur is supposedly the important part of the movie, I would feel like. Is that not the case for you, Sark?
Only if you don't care about plagiarism at all.
Yeah, I care a
So-
lot about plagiarism.
Me too.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Suzanne Collins, here's what happened. She rented Battle Royale, and then she's like, God, that is going to make a good book when I write it right now. That's what happened.
And make everyone white. They changed every Asian person in Battle Royale to a white person.
So on top
Okay,
of a
now that-
plagiarist, you could have a case that she's racist. if you
Okay,
took that
so,
in there. There's a difference between similarity in genre and exact copying of plot points.
But
okay?
what
There's a
you're
difference.
completely ignoring here is that just because they're similar. Here's the thing. How do you make.
All right,
You don't care about why any of this is happening. And
Hold
this is
that
what-
thought, Jeff Moon. We're going to be right back. We'll take a quick break. Quick message from our sponsors. Yeah, don't go nowhere.
All right. That was good. That was good. I think you're full of shit, though, Moon.
I'm full of shit.
Yeah, you're full of shit. She copied the book.
How did she copy
She
the book?
she copied.
Do you
the
know what
film
happens
her
in the book? Do you know what happens
I
in the
don't
book?
give a shit. I've seen Battle Royale, so I guess I do.
Do
know.
we really want to spend our break?
Yeah, I do.
yeah,
I want to settle this.
Have you
know
have you
what the
ever have you ever fucking considered that you're just wrong? I can't believe I'm sitting next to you.
This is called a break for a reason. You break.
Hunger Games is a blatant ripoff of Battle Royale, Jeff Moon.
Fucking Battle Royale. Battle Royale is a fucking science experiment, while Hunger Games is a story completely revolved around the idea
Why
of
don't you guys
oppression.
both shut up?
Why don't you fucking take some quality time with yourself, Hutch?
I could if
No,
I
no, you
if I
stop.
could if I
Listen,
if I wasn't surrounded by
Don't
noise.
start an argument. Just go on the.
You're so,
What?
You're so
What?
wrong. You're
What?
so wrong about the Hunger. Battle Royale is like a piece of cinema. It's like a piece of cinema that
Somebody
just
give me a
belongs in
water.
museum. Okay.
You think it's that good?
Yes,
You
absolutely.
watched Battle Royale.
I just
and you
want a
think it's
glass
that
of
good?
Yeah,
water.
absolutely.
I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely.
I'll
You
Come for
hate
dinner.
anime.
Can you-
hate-
No,
You can't give me
I
a-
hate most anime, but the good ones I like.
All right, you idiots. We're back in 5, 4, 3, 2. Fuck you.
And we're back. Welcome back to Radio Respawn, having a nice amicable discussion about hot topics and entertainment. I'm your host, Wolfman Stark.
Oh, God, that is entertaining. Yeah. Where were we? In case all you listeners out there can't tell, we love TV and movies, so we end up talking about that and games.
What's the river?
And
What's the river?
I
talking
hear
about
you have
Kim
a strong
Kardashian.
opinion about this show.
Yeah, The River. So The River is a show about a family trying to find their dad, who was the host of a wildlife show, and he got lost in the jungle, and they're trying to find him. The show is found footage, sort of like Paranormal Activity.
That actually sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does.
That,
Should have been.
what happened?
What
to it?
happens?
So, I mean, I guess the very basic premise is we're going to get on a boat filled with GoPros and go sail into the jungle and find Pops, right? That's the one line. Maybe that should have been on like the poster.
The elevator pitch
Yeah, I was
is that.
Let's get our GoPros and find Pops. That's the tagline.
Now, are they finding hatches and smoke monsters and the like? Or
Yes. So they sail into the jungle and they immediately experience all form of supernatural assault, like voodoo, hoodoo, and spirits and fucking everything. And it's like,
Sark voodoo is the religion of Haiti. Which jungle nation are we specifically talking
yeah.
about here?
So this is in the Amazon region.
Right.
So I guess that wouldn't be voodoo. That would just be sorcery. Okay. Yeah. So they sail into the jungle and yeah, it goes. Here's my problem with it is, okay, so episode 1, I forget what order they are all in because it's it all happens so quickly and in such a blur, and it's filmed with 1,000 fucking cameras. Anyway, yeah, you go into the jungle and you find. Say this happened. You sail into the jungle. You find a dude who can levitate, cast fireballs out of his hand, and he screams like, "Get out of my forest, infidel!" Right? you might consider bailing, especially say he killed 2 people on your crew.
Oh, well then,
right?
yes.
This is just theoretical. I'm not putting out any spoilers because I know everyone listening is going to go watch The River. Now say second episode comes along and one of your crewmen sees an actual wizard with a pointy hat with stars and moons on it, and he comes back and says, I saw a wizard and he was walking on the water, right? Would you be inclined to believe him?
No.
No? You just saw a dude levitating and casting
I see.
fireballs,
So
right?
you're saying after,
Okay,
yes.
Skepticism is
Yeah.
what I'm attacking here.
Yes.
They consistently go, what? So it's like, is that some kind of magic? Get real. Doesn't exist. And you're like, but last episode we saw Jesus come again.
Right.
Shoot fireballs.
And now, anyway, whatever. I'm
that
so
why-
tired of talking about The River. I'm sorry, everybody.
I want to care about it after your description.
It was a fucking disaster. Moon, I'm gonna just come clean right now. I want to apologize to you for shouting at you earlier. I don't think you're an idiot. Okay. I'm gonna say that that's an apology accepted
Okay.
because you didn't say anything.
Okay.
So that's your loss. You had your opportunity there. We're about to sign off.
Whenever I put on the glasses, I do my Wolfman Jack boys. Radio Respawn, March 27, 2012. We're signing out, all you little kiddies. Don't even think about going to sleep. Too late. This is witching hour. Stay go make a hot pocket or some shit. Yes. Have a good night. Yeah. Peace out.
You guys rock. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Except you, Moon.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
We're different. We're doing something important.
All they do, all fucking day,
Kill zombies.
here they come now. Do you have any words of advice for the people at home?
Don't just wait for a help. Fight.